My name is Shannon Brassevin, and I am hoping to persuade anyone who will listen to nominate Kristen Cohn for the Indiana Business Journal's 2019 Women of Influence Award.
I've had a dozen supervisors over my 2 decades in retail management, and they all pale in comparison to the influence Kristen has on Indianapolis, Mass Ave, in her stores, and with her staff.
It is with absolute pleasure and honor, and really with the utmost sincerity, that I nominate Kristen Cohn as Influential Women of the Year.
When there was talk of the minimum wage going up in Indiana back when Barack Obama was president, Kristen heard that and took initiative. She didn't wait for it to become law. She took that initiative and raised the minimum wage so people can start out at more than $7.25, $7.50 an hour. I think Kristen has built a very special place in this city. Silver in the City is a place where anyone can come from any different backgrounds, beliefs, religions, politics, and they are welcomed and accepted, and we embrace anyone who walks through our door. She partnered with Foster Weld, and they created recycling bins, and you can recycle bottles or cans, and that didn't exist before, and Kristen implemented that.
And through my different roles in Kristen's life, through her different roles in my life, she leads in every place that she is. And I think what makes a great leader is someone who listens and acts from compassion and empathy, but also from using their privilege and their platform to do good.
She's been buying from me on a wholesale basis for several years, and most stores in Indianapolis won't do that. Most stores say they want to support artists, but their actions don't back up their words. My product line has grown because of Silver in the City, from t-shirts to mugs, pint glasses, stickers, buttons, and all that stuff they carry at Silver in the City. And between the Carmel and the Mass Ave store, that's like my biggest wholesale account that I have. So it's really given me the confidence to approach other stores and request and even require those same terms from them. I acquired the NapLab map, and Kristen was very willing to continue to back that project with money up front because it's not cheap to print and prepare all those maps. And I think without her, I'm not sure that project would have continued. Because
how she mentored me, this is beyond, it's hard to answer this in a short video, but I probably wouldn't own a small business if it weren't for Kristen. I probably wouldn't feel empowered as a woman to be in business if it weren't for Kristen. She's mentored me by being a friend. She's mentored me by example. Just the way that I watch her lead in the community has inspired many of my actions. And then she's mentored me in the traditional way of when I have an issue, I text her or call her and she helps me.
Aside from being a woman of influence and a mentor in my life, she has done things for the community of Mass Ave.
I first started working with Kristen really closely. It was after my pop-up shop opened. Handmade Promenade had been on Mass Ave, and Kristen had helped mentor me there. She just talked to me a little bit about what it was like running a business on Mass Ave. And
I cannot even begin to tell you what my business here on Mass Ave would be without her. I full-heartedly believe that it actually wouldn't exist. Through her mentorship, through her positive influence, her encouragement, her tireless work to make this community a positive force in Indianapolis. I feel super lucky that I have gotten, a college education from Kristen Cohn on how to not only do the mechanics of owning the business, the administrative parts, but even down to some of the hardest parts, which are like the human resource and the developing relationships and building community. And that is an important lesson that she taught me when I was a part-time employee for her, but then has also lent herself and made herself available to me as a friend and as a mentor in creating this business.
But in general, all the money she's given to so many different groups through her store, through the platform of her store, how she shows up in her kids' lives, how she shows up for people like myself, who's also a small business owner. The woman volunteers like in her sleep. She is community involvement. Like, she's the definition of it.
There's no one more deserving to be named a woman of influence than Kristen.
This is an awesome person to win this award, and I fully support it. So
I can't say enough about her as a person, as a businesswoman, as someone in Indianapolis, and I hope you don't just consider, but you just go ahead and turn this video off and give Kristen this award, because she is beyond deserving.
And then after I had my daughter, I had a lot of just simple mistakes, silly stuff like miscounting things or not delivering something when I said I would, stuff that didn't make anybody upset and it didn't hurt anybody, but she was just so forgiving of it. And she would say to me, well, now you understand why I'm so forgiving of other women. And that was something that really stuck with me. So one day Kristen said to me, and this is something I'll never forget that she said, is that I'd much rather be remembered as a good mother than a good business person. But, she's both. And I think she knows that, but gosh, everybody needs to know that. And I really think that's one reason why she's very deserving of this award. She's not just a mother to her children and her family, but she's really the mother to a whole community. And I don't know if she knows that, but she really is.